Good morning, juniors. Welcome to the last math tutorial for the school year. I'm fairly excited about that. Like assignment 11, I'm going to do this in two parts. Video 1 will be hardwood, video 2 will be laminate. As I've read through this, I want you to know that there are a couple of things that are a little bit confusing on this assignment. So if you've already done it and think you did it right, I'm going to help you with a couple of things. He tells you in line B that hardwood costs $4.86 per square foot, but you cannot buy it by the square foot. So you can't just take your area of your floor and multiply by 486. That will not give you the cost. You have to use line B to figure out the cost of a 40 square foot box because that's how it's sold. Additionally, there's a little typo here. This should say cost. Okay, so the first thing you need is to figure out the square footage of your bedroom floor, which he tells you up here, if you read the directions, which I know you probably didn't. Sorry. So you're going to have to go back to assignment 7, the first chart where we measured out our bedroom, because in assignment 8, we found the square footage of our bedroom, but we did not find square feet. We found it in square yards. So you need the dimensions of your floor. For our model room, which is mine, we are using, it's 16 feet by 20 feet 9 inches. Something that I realized I've been doing and maybe didn't explain to you. To turn 9 inches into a decimal, I take the inches of my room or whatever it is and I divide by 12, and that becomes 20.75 feet. You can't make it 20.9 because 9 inches is not 9/10 of a foot. Remember, feet are measured in 12 inches, not 10. So you can't just take whatever your inches is and slap it behind the decimal point. You have to come up here and convert that to a decimal. So as we've been working through this, I've had some weird decimals. That is why. So if you haven't been doing that, you need to make sure you fix those before you submit them. Okay, so first thing we need to do is figure out how much does a box cost. So if a box is 40 square feet and we are going to pay, it says $4.86 per square foot. You're just going to crunch those numbers, and this is a universal number. This is not like a Mrs. Hurst number. This is for every room that we're doing. So you're going to take 40 and multiply by that cost of $4.86, and we will all use that number. So the cost of a box is $194.40 per box. So that is a number that we all will be using. So if you haven't yet, you need to take the dimensions of your floor and multiply them out to figure out the square footage. So for me, or the sample bedroom that we're doing, my square footage of my bedroom is 332 square feet. Wow, that's really messy. Sorry about that. And what I did was I just took 16 times that 20.75. So the area of my floor is 332 square feet. Now, again, I can't buy 332 square feet of wood flooring. I have to buy a 40 square foot box. So we're going to come down here. One box is 40 square feet. And we don't know how many boxes for 332 square feet. So we're going to cross multiply. 40x gives me 332. Divide by 40, divide by 40, x equals 8.3. Obviously, I cannot buy 0.3 boxes, so I have to buy more than what I need, and I need to buy 9 boxes. So go ahead, come down here. I need to buy 9 boxes, and 9 boxes times 194.40, it's going to cost me a lot. And that's for all of you. However many boxes you need times 194.40, it's not going to be a low number. Yeah, it's going to cost me $1,749.60. Okay, so that is going to be the cost of wood flooring. Then it says up here in letter D, which I know seems a little bit backwards, but we're going to jump to letter D before we get to letter C. right here it says before you put the hardwood down, you have to put an underlayment called red rosin paper. Red rosin paper costs $9.98 and covers 432 square feet. Okay, so 432 square feet per roll. Here is the size of my bedroom, 332 square feet. That is less than 432. So I only need one roll. I'm gonna guess most of you have a bedroom of 332 square feet or less because I have a very large bedroom. So probably all of us only need one roll. So we need one roll. It's $9.98. All right, so that takes care of that. Now let's go up and look at B. So we are done with A, B, and D. So now we need to look at C, E, and F. Okay, it says if you do hardwood, you need to change the baseboard. Each piece of baseboard is 8 feet in length and costs $10.16. On the front of the baseboard is a piece of trim called quarter round. Quarter round comes in 10 feet length at the cost of $4.58. Okay, so here is where you have to find the perimeter of your room. So if we're looking at this, my room, remember all of our rooms, even if yours isn't, are pretend rectangles. So my room is 16, 16, 20.75, and 20.75, even though that 0 looks like a 6. So you need to find the perimeter of your room because these are in linear feet, just like we were doing with the trim on our walls. So you're gonna take and add all that up to get your perimeter. So 16 plus 16 is 32 plus 20.75 plus 20.75. So my perimeter is, and it should be the same perimeter that you used earlier, the perimeter of my room is 73.5 feet. Okay, so it tells me that baseboard will cover 8 feet. So how many pieces of baseboard do I need? Well, so if one piece is 8 feet, I need X pieces for 73.5 feet. So we cross multiply, 8X equals 73.5, divide it out. And I need, let's see here, divide by 8, I need 9.187. So my X equals 9.1875, which means I have to buy 10 pieces of baseboard. Okay, then it also says I need to do quarter round. Quarter round is in 10-foot intervals. So we're gonna set it up exactly the same, except we're gonna change that 8 to a 10. So one piece is 10 foot. I have 73.5. Nope, I did that upside down. Sorry. Let's try that again. I need X pieces at 73.5. And since I know that this is going to end up being divided by 10, I'm going to need 7.35. The nice thing about dividing by 10 is you just have to move your decimal. So X is 7.35. I can't buy 0.35 pieces of quarter round, so I need 8 pieces of quarter round. So let's go ahead, add those to our chart before we calculate our cost. Up here, baseboard, I need 10. Quarter round, I need 8. And then let's go find our, oops, sorry about that. Let's go up there and grab those prices off of his directions up here. So baseboards are 10.16. So I'm going to take 10, I'm going to turn off my eraser, hold on. Sorry. So I'm going to take 10 times 10.16. And again, the nice thing about multiplying by 10 is you just need to move your decimals. So this is going to cost me $101.60. And then on this one, I have 8 and it's 4 something. And I apologize, I don't remember exactly how much it was. It is, lost it, $4.58. Okay, so 8 pieces at $4.58. Again, chuck that in your calculator, times 458, and you're gonna get a cost on quarter round for this room of $36.64. Okay, so now we need to go back and figure out what does it cost to install this. Okay, so we're done with letter C as well. Now let's go to letter E. Installation is $280 per box. Okay, so come on back here. Installation of hardwood. I have 9 boxes, and it's $280 per box. So again, throw it in the calculator. It's going to be more than the floor, okay? It's going to cost me $2,520 to install it. Installation of trim, if you were looking up here, you saw that it is $2 per piece. The quarter round and the baseboard are each trim. So I have 8 plus 10. So I've got 10 baseboards plus 8 quarter round. So I have 18 pieces times $2. So 18 times 2 is going to give you $36. And then, of course, you have to take and add all of these totals up to get your total cost of installing the floor. So real quick, as I throw this into the calculator, 174,960 plus 998 plus 10160 plus 3664 plus 2,520 plus 36 is going to cost me a grand total of 4,000. Oh, not in highlighter. Hold that thought. Sorry. Okay, let's try this again. It's going to cost me a grand total of $4,453.82. Okay, that's it for this one. We'll be back for laminate in just a second.